Hello, good day. I wanted to share an experience recently that I had, and I talked a little bit about this, or I shared a little bit about this in a recent story. You might have seen this book, Artist's Way, and many people may be familiar with the Artist's Way, but I want to talk a little bit about the title of this video, which is Receiving Synchronicities, as it relates to my experience with receiving this book. So this is a thrifted book per se, but it was completely free. It was given to me. And basically the reason that I titled this video Receiving Synchronicities versus noticing synchronicities or recognizing synchronicities or maybe embracing synchronicities is that receiving has been a key word for me over the year, and I think that moving forward it's going to be something that I practice because I am notoriously, if you are as well, somebody that is a giver. I'm always focusing on how I can give to other people, how I can make other people feel seen and heard and valued and just like tended to. But when it comes to people valuing me or giving me compliments or telling me something that I'm doing is inspiring to them, I have a really hard time receiving that and believing that. And a note that I wrote to myself in March of 2021, so earlier this year. A note to self is that write little notes to yourself so that you can reflect on them later, but also date them, because I didn't date this, I just wrote this. So I'm kind of like, damn it, I wish I knew the exact day that I had this, like revelation or whatever. But my intention behind sharing this is that I know other people have this experience of not really believing in themselves enough to receive compliments or feel worthy that they deserve that. If you're never able to receive, you're never really able to believe in yourself, is what I have experienced and really honed in on. So I'm just going to share a little bit of this because this is sort of how it all started. And I wrote, my intention for today and this week is to receive. I had a revelation this weekend that I'm always giving, holding space for everyone else and never allowing myself to receive support or compliments when people tell me what I'm doing is making an impact on them. So my intention is to receive and to believe it. Not in a conceited way, but in a way that allows goodness and positivity to flow into my cup because I can't remember the last time I've really done that. My obsession is to make everyone I interact with feel valued, special, and loved, but I can't remember the last time I really truly felt that way about myself. So that started this weekend, and I will continue to receive and believe throughout this day and moving forward. And that is, I feel, how this, journey, if you want to call it, of, noticing synchronicities, the way that I've read about and heard about it explained is that the more good energy you put out into the world, the more you make it known to the universe, to other people, and to yourself what you really want. Own it, even if it's just in your own head of like, yeah, like I deserve that. I own it that I'm worthy to receive these things. The more these things will show up in your life. And it's really beautiful and magical. Every time that I jump in terms of, believing in myself or feeling worthy that I'm able to have this thing in my life, the net appears. A resource appears. A synchronicity of a person, a place, or a thing appears in my life. And that's been my experience with the Artist's Way. So let's, rewind. So as many people may have seen, that I went on vacation to Wasaga Beach. Beautiful. Oh, I'm so blessed to have such a beautiful getaway. But I booked that vacation back in February of 2021. And I was like, man, I hope travel is going to happen in August. But I'm just going to go for it and book this Airbnb because I really want to be able to get away. And then, not only in just wanting to get away, I searched on Airbnb in a way that was led by an idea that I had to create my own artist or creative retreat. I've always, I love writing, and I've always seen writers' retreats and stuff like that, and how it's like a program, and you have certain workshops that will help you along your writer's journey and like expressing yourself and this and that. And I was like, I always admire all of these things. They're in Greece, they're in California. Like, you go away so that you can practice your craft and really hone in on your creative expression. And I was like, I don't know if any of those are going to run, so why don't I just try to do it myself? Why don't I create my own program that is tailored to my creative expression and desires and all of that? So I found this beautiful, whimsical cottage, and I planned like a loose DIY creative time. Well, in May, I was doing a little bit more research on like what I should maybe try to work into this creative getaway, and I came across a lot of people recommending the Artist's Way. So immediately I was like, oh my god, I definitely need to. I looked on the library, or at the library, and it said that there was only 5 copies available and there was like 300 holds. So it said roughly about like 37 weeks in order to get to me, which was well past August. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to check it out anyway. Hopefully the stars will align and I'll be able to rent it. Well, I put the hold in, I'm checking, a couple weeks before my getaway, and it still says like 10 weeks or something like that, and I'm like, I'm going on vacation in 3 weeks, that sucks. So what I did was I checked the day before, and it still said like 7 weeks in order to rent the book, and I was like, oh man, okay, whatever. I have a bunch of other books and a bunch of other plans, so like it'll still be fine. I'll try to maybe like read this book later and whatever. I checked the morning that I'm supposed to leave, and there was a skip the line loan for 7 days available to rent the Artist's Way. Synchronicity. I wanted it to happen. I put it out there in the universe that this Artist's Way was going to be able to make my creative and artist retreat something so intentional that it appeared to be available for me. Hi, baby. It appeared to be available to me for 7 days, right the day that I was leaving. Beautiful. So I check it out. I'm so excited to get there and to start reading it and all of the things, because it has like some workshops in it, right? Well, sure enough, I arrive and I'm checking in and I'm seeing this beautiful place. The cottage is so amazing. And sure enough, she has a copy of the Artist's Way at Airbnb. And I was like, this is wonderful. I have obviously the copy checked out at the library, but now I have a physical copy that I can bring to the beach. And the best part too is that it's like a used copy. Like somebody has underlined things, so I can kind of see the creative process of somebody else and what was important to them, and have that as inspiration. I was so elated that this synchronicity all lined up, that she had the Artist's Way. Like, not only did I get the opportunity to read the Artist's Way during the vacation that I planned so many months ago and knew that this was going to be incredible. Hi, Cleaner. So, say hi. But what was truly, I think, amazing about it was that obviously I was so excited to have the physical copy there. Like, I'm such a pages kind of person. I love flipping the page, see how far I get through, being able to really just like have the tactile experience. And anyway, I expressed to her as I was, leaving to go to the beach, we, talk and chit chat and whatnot, and I expressed to her that I was so happy that she had a copy of the Artist's Way, because I told her about the experience with the library and if I was not going to get it or not, and I was so happy. And she was like, oh my god, that's amazing, like, and then we started talking about some of the things that I was working on and writing and some of the creative activities that I was up to this week. And fast forward to the end, we're just chit-chatting, and she is, telling me on like a route to take back, and I say, I can't thank you enough that this was such an amazing experience, and I can't believe the Artist's Way was here. It helped me so much with some of my practices. Well, she goes, you know what? Why don't you take it with you? I want this book to find a good home. You're clearly a passionate person that is interested in expressing your artist. Why don't you take this with you? And I cannot tell you how happy I am. Not only did I want to read this book so bad, but I got a copy for free from somebody who believes in my passion to create any sort of art. And that is so beautiful to me. And the moral of the story that I have here in terms of receiving synchronicities is not only planning on diving into what your heart desires most and making it known to yourself to take action to, rent a book at a library, but also to tell people about your passion. And if I had just walked past her, gone to the beach, come back, did my thing, gone to the beach, never had any interaction with her, she would never have known how excited I am that the Artist's Way was in physical copy at her place, and she would have never had, I guess, sort of the idea or opportunity or whatever to gift it to me. And I think that is so important too, is not only, believing that you're worthy to express yourself and to create whatever you want to create, but also into telling other people about it so that you can receive their belief in you and you can further believe in yourself. Now I'm almost emotional by it, because now I have the opportunity to not just have a 7-day loan at the library to try to rush and do all of these great things. I have a free gifted copy of The Artist's Way that I will be able to have forever, and I will be able to remember that vacation in such a special way because I expressed myself and my desires and my artist and my creative passions to myself, to her, and now to the world. And well, not the world, this little corner of the internet that I'm making this video, but really I think overall, believing that you should receive the good things that you want to, and to always put it out there, because the universe will find a way to synchronize itself to deliver what you desire most. But it will deliver it, but if you don't receive it, if you don't believe that you're worthy to embrace the things that you love and want to do, then you're gonna miss those opportunities. If you're a light first, they will shine their light back at you. If you are just in your own world thinking nobody else is willing to give anything to you, you will never be able to receive all of the goodness that exists in every person, in every place that they occupy, and in every experience. So receiving synchronicities is the moral of this story, and I hope that you're able to feel that you're worthy to receive them, that good things will happen to you if you just keep being yourself and being bravely creative, being bravely curious about what is out there and how you can contribute to the world. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you find some synchronicities in your life. And if you have had experiences of synchronicities, this is something that I am so excited to just keep leaning into. Let me know what the greatest synchronicities that you've experienced have been. We are all on a journey together to, believe and receive and all of the things. So keep spreading peace, love, and progress. Thanks, everyone.